100%, 100%. Great to be back in Class City, back in Uganda. Yeah, it's been lit. Car is so wherever in your wherever it man, today I was struggling, pushing. You know, the city's opened up, Uganda's opened up, the world has opened up after COVID. So, you know, now we have to hit the ground running. And yeah, man, to live a hustle, man. You know what I mean? So we need to keep on coming up with fresh ideas. Here, I think did I find it or did it find me? That is up for debate. Yes, you know, I think when you have big brands and powerful brands, brands who are doing quality. I do quality music, so if people are in the food industry and they do quality, probably the most award-winning East African artist in hip hop. So you know, I think it was bound to happen that our brands came together. I think for me it's just about the work. The endorsements come when you put yourself in that lane, and I think it's very easy nowadays to see what your brand is about. So for me, I have a brand that is, I'm very free and I do what I want, but I guess I can align with a lot of different types of companies. I don't know. But at the end of the day, it comes back down to the music and the effect that you have on people, and your ability to when you put your name on something, people know that it's something that's quality. So you know, that's what I try and do throughout my whole career. Whether it's music, I was doing quality, I was doing mixing and mastering that people are doing today, I was doing 10 years ago. So I always try and keep that quality thing, you know, going forward in general, because I believe in myself. I believe Uganda deserves quality, and so those are the brands I associate myself with. At the end of the day, the most important thing is to drink responsibly, and is to drink well, not more. You know, when you get into a lifestyle and you reach a certain age, you realize that it's not about just drinking and not being able to operate. You know, people drink to have a good time, etc. Let their inhibitions low, but it's not about drinking to get drunk. You know, people drink for the taste, you know, just to ease themselves a little bit, but it should never be about that. Second of all, never drink and drive. Don't drink and drive. Do not drink irresponsibly, and stay within your limits and mix up. You know, if you're gonna drink something, drink water. I'd say that's the most important thing, especially for the Christmas season. We have people on the main roads. I want to say to all the people out there, please do not drink and drive. Drink responsibly, and you know, have a good time. Merry Christmas.
Navio, wafunani na mawulire ga Eddie Kenzo okuba nominated mu Grammy Awards.
Of course. Of course, immediately. Went on my Instagram. I used the video of them when they're sitting in the room. I don't know if it's Eddie's house. I don't know where it is, where they're watching from. So big shout outs as well to Matt B World, Eddie Kenzo. Big shout outs to whoever produced that track. I think it was time. It was time. Uganda's always had some of the best music on the continent, and this just kicks open another door. You know, I think people have known us. You know, if it's, you talk about the last generation, you know, Chameleon, Bebe, Bobby, Navio, Eddie Kenzo, those have been the artists who have kicked open the doors. As far as male artists, the female artists have their own lineup of people who've kicked open doors, but that's pretty much the lineup as far as international stuff, guys that have kicked open the doors. And so I think it was only a matter of time that one of these guys got a Grammy nomination. I'm glad they're doing it now, and this shows all of the artists in his group and in his age group as well. That's the level you need to be playing at. You know, we came a couple generations before. We did what we could. That is now the level that needs to be. You know what I mean? So I'm so glad to see it happen, man. Big shout outs, big talent, Eddie Kenzo, amazing.
What your funny yavaayo ku page ye oba n'agamba nti Navio yimba mu luzungu?
Yeah, no, I mean, you know, at the end of the day, everyone is entitled to their opinion. You know, I think that, you know, there's a time when it was just me and Diamond Platinums in East Africa doing it. Afrima Awards, you know, won a NEA award, you know, African Music Award in Malaysia. I've won awards in Asia, you know, Channel O nominations and MTV. And so I kind of did that in a generation before Instagram, before Facebook, before voting, before Twitter. I did that. So I think people always feel like it's going to be someone who does a particular language who's going to do this or do that. You think about an artist like Bebe Cool. You think it's going to be one of his Luganda songs that does the most for him. Then he goes and does Love You Every Day, which goes around Africa. You cannot predict what music is going to do. And I kid you not, even if Eddie Kenzo had got on that song and done English, it would have got nominated for a Grammy. It was that good. So I don't think it's a language thing. For me, it's a Ugandan flag thing. Which flag are you bearing? Whether you're spitting in Chinese, if you're representing for your people, that's all I care about. So yeah, man, I'm just glad. I'm glad it was a Ugandan, and I was here to see it.
So Navio, were you hurt by the fans' opinion?
No, because I've done it all, man. There's only so much of the pie I can take. Think about it. The first time I was on a billboard was 2002. With these guys over here, this is 2022. Over how much money can I make from this industry? While others are there. How many awards can I go? I've traveled 40 countries for music. How many countries can I travel by myself? Now I go, I'm the first at Nigerian Entertainment Awards, first at Afrima, first at Channel O, and then I also want Grammys. I think there has to be balance and everything in their good time. You don't know the suffering that Eddie Kenzo went through for God to reward him this now. You don't know what I've been through for God to have awarded me that. You don't know the hard work that I've put in. So I say to everyone, Kenzo did amazingly. He's a hard worker. He's a Ugandan boy. And he's represented us. End of story. Like, it doesn't care how I feel about it, there are 1,499,000 artists here.
So in one minute, what do you have to tell that fan who attacked you?
I hope that he voted for Eddie Kenzo to get the Grammy. That's what I hope. And to the fan that attacked me, keep on hating. I'll be here in another 22 years. 22 years ago, I was on a billboard. And 22 years later, I'm here on another billboard. The more you hate, I might extend the time. Now, in 33 years, we'll be talking again. And I'll still be on the billboard, still making this money. You understand? You cannot stop God's work. You cannot stop God's work. Navio, my brand, God's work.
As we wind up, first tell us about your new projects, what you're working on, Navicorp.
Yeah, man, it's really amazing right now with Navcorp. Icon Studios is doing amazing things. Make sure you check them out on Buganda Road. My album Vibes Out the East came out. Mad sales have been going crazy. Much love and respect for that. We've been to Tanzania, Kenya, flew out the country to Bali, did Zanzibar. It's been a hectic month, but big up and much love and respect to all my fans who've been supporting so far. The next songs are coming out real soon, but for right now, get down with Let's Do It. The song's called Let's Do It with your boy Navio and Enviri from Sauti Soul Generation. So peace and love, man. You guys, happy Christmas to all of y'all. One love, you understand? You cannot stop God's work. Eddie Kenzo, Bebe, Bobby, Chameleon, Navio, that's God's work.